Alright, Alico3 here. This video is going to be one I haven't really done before, but I've kind of had the idea for a while. It's basically just outgoing mail instead of incoming. I think it might be somewhat uh, enjoyable for viewers to watch. I don't know how it'll go over, but I'm just going to do this one and see how it's received. But this is kind of stuff. I came in Saturday morning and mailed some stuff, and I had my orders pretty much cleared out. And then a bunch of auctions ended last night, a bunch of penny cans. And I'll just kind of show what sold. I won't go in depth on it because it'll take forever. But so basically, when I sell stuff, so I had 105 orders that I had to pull. So I have SKUs on them, and I have boxes back there that kind of show me where to go. So like 21T is box 2, R means row 1, and T means letter T, and it's card 1. So I can pick these cards quick. And I use a program called Chrono Card, which makes it very efficient. So I pull these in order, and then when I go to ship, everything's in order, so it's all quick and efficient. So first I pulled the football ones, which is FT, and then there's BL ones for baseball, and then the ones without the SKU are in a different office. And I just pulled those, like that Josh Harrison All-Stars insert. So I'll just go through the three stacks. These are the ones without the SKU. These are the baseballs that I pulled, and the footballs that I. Alright, so here's the stack. So a lot of Elite 18 football. I did some lots of it, and that's kind of one that sold for like $1.50 plus shipping. So basically, if you buy something from my store, if you select if it's a penny can and the shipping's free, that's the type of shipping service you're gonna get. It's gonna be in a white envelope, unless you spend over like 12 or 13 bucks. That's kind of my capper, and then I'll put it into a bubble mailer with tracking for you. So this is all just stuff that sold in auctions. Christian Liqueur to 75, Dimitri Flowers Auto. So just a bunch of stuff that I got in lots. I don't PC it, but I enjoy listing it and reselling it. So Mark Andrews, the Ravens tight end, Edmonds purple. So these purples are neat looking cards too. And then this is Elite Draft Picks. I'm not a huge fan of that set. Here's a Woodson Brilliance that sold. And then these Spellbounds do pretty good. This Wilson got like $6. It's out of 99. Adam Humphreys. That was just in a random lot that I bought about a month ago. So I just get it sorted, then I get it listed. This Face to Face did pretty good. I got like $6. And then these two Reds, Doug Baldwin and Russell. I think those got like $7. So I mean that's a good sell in my opinion. Darius Geis, he's out for the year. That sucks. Sony Michelle, that one went cheap, like $3. Then these two Spellbound sold together. I think they went for a price that's like 13 or 14. So those will go into a bubble mailer. They went to the same buyer too. Primary colors purple. That's kind of a neat little girly. And then that's the base one. That's out of 299. Gallup's supposed to be a pretty intriguing prospect for the Cowboys. Could start with the loss of Dez. That's the Reds. These don't sell too well. You kind of have to have one of the premier players to get those listed and get a decent price for them. So kind of like Wentz, Luck, Breeze, Rodgers, Brady. This did really bad. I got like $1.50. That's a steal in my opinion. It's a aspirations to 87 Beckham. Just a cool little insert. That's face-to-face purple. We got some James Washington. So I don't know how much he'll play, but wasn't he like a 5th-round pick by the Steelers? So this stuff all just ended in auctions, and when it ends it all at the same time, it can kind of flood this. Like the shipping can be a little overwhelming sometimes, but I just try to get it out when I can. The Giants quarterback prospect, Gasecki. I mean, these base elite rookies look pretty cool. They're out of 699, kind of a high print run. Ballads. He got chewed out by Tannehill at practice yesterday. So a bunch of these base ones sold. I think they all went to the same buyer, which makes it a lot easier for me when people buy more than one. Couple Spellbound Wilsons. So there's a bunch of Spellbound Wilsons. This Chubb and Callaway did really good. They got like $13 for these two. Here's some of these elite draft picks. I'm just not a fan of them, guys. But I'm sure there are people that like them, and that's cool. So this Pro, and then this Javon Wims did well. I don't know much about him, but that one's blue to 30. This was kind of like a failed penny can. It's got 60 cents, and that's kind of my cost to get it shipped and stuff. Here's an orange one. That's the 25. That was like $5 or $6. Breeze and Ryan. This Cameron Bray got like $5. It's just this base contenders auto. There's a neat little Lamar Jackson. I bought that in a lot, and there was two of them, and I'm starting a little PC of Lamar, so I kept one and sold one. Ronnie Harrison, first rounder, right? Maybe second. Sony Michel Classics. Classics kind of has a clean look. Looks a lot like Score. There's a Luminance Darnold. We got the hard hats, and Michelle and Chubb, and then the Elite deck. So that's all the football stuff that sold. And all this stuff will get shipped out today. So if you bought from me, I'm thinking you should have your stuff that ships today by Thursday. A lot of people get it Wednesday, and then people that live in like Missouri and Kansas probably tomorrow. Here's the baseball stuff. So I just didn't have as much baseball auctions running that ended yesterday. So this is kind of the stuff that sold. So this DJ Peters, top 5 prospect, maybe top 7 for the Dodgers. That's the Aqua to 125. Puck's out for the year with Tommy John, I think, but he's like their best pitching prospect. Him and Jesus Luzardo. That sold for like 25. That was in that Griffey lot. It's not in bad shape at all. It's probably like an 8, but I just figured I'd sell it. I wasn't gonna slab. That's like an Orange Wave. That's Scout's Choice Gold. That's a porn star mustache of Trevor Betancourt. Don't know much about him, but Phillies prospect. That one did well. He's a shortstop prospect for the Tigers, and he's hitting well. And he's I think he's in high A or double A, and he's like 19. So Isaac Paredes. That Banda the buyer took like 3 weeks to pay for that one. Shohei and Ichiro went to the same buyer. This is one I bought on accident. Burger's Best. It went for like $1. Ozzy. These were going for a lot more. This one only got like $5. So these were going for like 15 before, but his stuff cooled a little bit. A couple of these atomics, and I guess this is an atomic too. And Nick Williams Bowman birthdays. I forgot what that went for. $3 or so. But I mean, this is stuff that I don't really need to keep it for my PC, and it's nice to get stuff out the door and get feedback. So here's some of the stuff. The last stack here. So this Barry Sanders Topps traded. I'll try to give you guys prices on what these went for. I think this was about 10 or $12 for this one. So $2 plus shipping. So I'll just give you the price without shipping. I mean, all this stuff add $3 onto what I say. That's my flat rate shipping for all my fixed price stuff. This is a kind of a cool Can't Miss Alex. I was going to keep it for the registry, but I decided to move it. It was like $10. This Tannehill went for about 30. It's a neat one. I've had it for a while, though. It's in the old holder, so it's been in the store for a while. It just hasn't sold. It's the Momentum 12, and it's out of $3.99, mint 9. It's kind of a neat one. These are just variation listing cards, so they're grouped with the stuff that doesn't have SKUs. So a couple of these pro debuts, 18, which have sold very well, just for base cards, but they're cool prospect cards in my opinion. This is the Frank Thomas. This was about, I think it was $9, so a nice PSA slab Thomas rookie for an affordable price. This went for 20. This Zeke Score, I think it's a neat card. This was like $1.50 or $2. It's a Tech 15, so it's a second year Adams card to 75. We got this, which did really well, and it's like, I mean, I collect some of Jordan Howard's cards, but he's a running back, so his time's not going to be that long, most likely. So this is the green ink. I think there's like supposed to be 10 or less of these. This is a 10. It went for 125. And we got this D'Anthony Thomas. I think it was like $3. This Selleck, like $1.25. Kessler, about $1.25 too. Clear Vision, he had a good game with the Jaguars. This is kind of random, but this Topps Chrome case sold. So I bought 2 cases. I broke a few, and I just wasn't that impressed with the product. I was able to sell it and lose a small amount. I probably lost about $2 or $3 a box on it, so that's fine. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. I paid 83 for my boxes. I just think that's too much for the product, so I just sold the case to somebody, and hopefully they hit something cool out of it. And then last but not least is a card that sold in the store, and it's called a. If you check out my listings, any listing with the parentheses CBF at the very end is a card that's kind of like a PC item, and it's marked up pretty high just because it's a card I don't really want to sell, but if somebody pays enough, then I will most likely sell it, and that's what happened with this one. I saw that this card had shot up a lot. It's the Crown Breeze PSA 10. I just got this back in an order like a week ago, and I saw that one had sold for like uh, $1,000 by PWCC. I think late July. So I just figured I'd put it for like 1,500, and somebody hit to buy it now on it. So it's sad to ever sell a Breeze card, but if they sell for that much, you kind of sometimes you just have to move them and buy other stuff, and that's just kind of the way I use the cards and sell stuff. So that's it, guys. There's the stack of stuff that's gonna get shipped out today. If you bought from me, leave feedback when you get it, and that's it for this one.